as they made their way to the locker room. They love playing in front of their raucous home. We are new.
Hey, Kevin.
He sure does. Fantastic, David. Thank you. So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Chris Paul is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Dort in at the 3, the small forward. And for Minnesota, they've got Karl Anthony Towns. Beasley is out there with Russell. And it's Okogie in at the 3. Gallinari in the corner. Shot clock at 5. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Adams. Adams drawing the double team. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Well, this seems to be a game that could be very tactical, Greg. Both teams relying on execution in the half court.
And, Kevin, you're going to see a lot of ball movement and body movement. And you can't just stand around and watch one guy go to work. I think that puts so much pressure on the defense with how the game is played.
And an emphasis on coaching, too.
Yes.
Unbelievable. That's the big cat. So fluid at the center position.
And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in the corner. Gallinari surveying the D. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. And they double up Russell. Hernan Gomez against Gallinari. The rebound by Steven Adams. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. It seems like every team, Greg, needs that one enforcer, that one guy who's going to get under opponent's skin.
Well, in one poll of coaches and players, Adams was voted the second dirtiest player in the league. One guy said he's real physical, but maybe he crosses the line, throws the sneaky elbow here and there, commits extra hard fouls, yet Adams usually escapes foul trouble.
Adams outside. Here's Paul. Another shot. And there's the nice layup by Adams.
Wow, they finally get it to go down on their 4th try.
Beasley with Chris Paul covering Russell. Good D by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
Gallinari passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Gallinari outside. From outside the arc, Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. For Minnesota, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Here's Hernan Gomez. Towns finds Hernan Gomez. Beasley with the bounce pass. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And it's the Thunder with the ball. Here's Oklahoma City now. Paul outside. From past the arc. Oklahoma City keeps it going. A new shot clock of 14 seconds. 5 to shoot. And stolen by Russell. Trying to find Towns. Oh!
The creativity, the athleticism. That's a rare combination for a guy his size. Go to work, Cat.
And Adams with the basket on the assist from Gallinari.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
Beasley, the pass to Towns. Russell against Paul. There's the lob to Towns. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
When Russell gets his teammates involved, it makes this entire team better, and it'll make him more effective at the point position.
Paul right side. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Again, the Thunder score.
He is now 3 for 4 to start this game. Clearly, the confidence is already building.
Towns finds Russell. Over to the wing. Fires for 3. Thunder with the rebound. And now a fast break for the Thunder. Paul with the ball. And the pass to Adams. Gallinari on the wing. Hernan Gomez covering. Back to Gallinari. Down low. George lays it up off the glass.
Well, Danilo Gallinari, obviously much more known as a scorer, but how about the court vision there?
Beasley left side. Pass to Hernan Gomez. From the arc. Gilgeous-Alexander pulls it in. Dort passes to Gallinari. To the middle. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Fires from deep. It's good from long range.
Boy, the body control of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, so impressive, and it helps him convert contested looks. Nice.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Thunder lead by 5. And will. And recently, D'Angelo Russell, Greg, told us about some offseason.
Man, I picked a lot of people's brains, going into the summer, a lot of guys that have made that jump.
Greg doing what he can do to reach that immense potential.
The talent is there. There's never been a question about that, but you also have to be reliable and accountable, both to yourself and to your team. Sounds like that's becoming his focus.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And when you consider how the Thunder are doing, guys, what do you think?
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
So for Oklahoma City right now, we've got Ferguson, Mike Muscala out there with Nerlens Noel. Then there's Dennis Schroeder, and it's Diallo in at the 2. Here's Noel, and stolen by Noel. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Passes it to Muscala. And it's denied. And he's able to get it back to the paint. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one's on Johnson.
Boy, what's better than Nerlens Noel playing with force on the interior? What a big reason he's earned this trip to the line.
Both free throws good from Noel. Greg, who are your favorite players to watch in the NBA?
Boy, that's a tough one. You gotta like the guys that have changed the game in some regards, right? Steph, KD, and Giannis. Those are 3 guys that are just doing things that don't seem normal.
True.
Then others who remind you of past greatness. Jason Tatum with Kobe, or maybe an Anthony Davis with Hakeem. And those are guys that I love. And then the other guy, listen, LeBron James. I could watch him play basketball every day. To do what he's done at this stage of his career, I just think it's incredible. And I think our game is in great shape.
Agree on all counts. And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile 1 block.
And they're determined to add to the lead, not with more offense, but with big-time D. A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Diallo inside. He's still scoreless so far in this one, and the Thunder can't hang on to the ball.
And standing 6'7", Jarrett Culver with great positional size at that combo guard position.
You know what, Greg? He has drawn some parallels to Karis LeVert with his frame. And obviously similar styles, too. Both guys very fluid off the dribble.
Here's Lehman. A three-pointer off the mark. Oklahoma City leading by 7. Here's Diallo. A slam dunk by Diallo.
Wow, look at the way the big man Noel set up his guys, puts the pass in the perfect position, easy shot.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Here's Reed. Pass to Lehman. No good, and they can't put an end to this drought. Schroeder outside. Back to Noel. Schroeder outside to the wing right side. Ferguson kicks to Diallo. And there's the pass to Ferguson. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And with that, the Thunder lead is cut down to 7 on the bucket from Reed.
You simply must put a body on this guy. You know he's going to try to get to that glass.
Here's Diallo. Schroeder looking around. In the corner, it's Diallo. Pass to Muscala, and it's Schroeder in the corner. No good on the triple. The Timberwolves have gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. Here's Johnson. Passes to Reed. Back to Lehman. From deep. But they get it back. A shot by Culver. Nobody around. Wide open. Couldn't capitalize. Johnson against Schroeder. Ferguson, the pass to Schroeder. The shot. It's tipped.
Okay, how about the defensive effort from Jared Culver? What a rejection.
It's stolen by Muscala. Pass to Ferguson. Powered down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Schroeder, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Well, when Dennis Schroeder is in attack mode, he is skilled enough to get the defense to overcommit.
The Thunder shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
Whole new look on the floor for Minnesota. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Noel. Alinari comes in for Mike Muscala. Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in for Diallo. And Paul subbed in for Ferguson. Russell passes to Hernan Gomez. This one for 3. But they recover it. Right wing. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. It'll count. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. A look at the field goal percentage numbers. Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the 3rd quarter gets underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the end. A competitive matchup for Oklahoma City in the first quarter. Such a tremendous. And that'll.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Steven Adams with a strong contribution so far in this one.
And those extra chances mean so much. And he has shaped the game with the way he's been pulling down those offensive boards.
Really putting his handprint on this game. You love the hustle. You love the work ethic he has had on display.
We've got Malik Beasley. He's out there with D'Angelo Russell, and it's Hernan Gomez in a power forward. That's the group starting the second half for Ryan Saunders. Alinari finds Paul. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Here's Beasley, and it's Beasley finishing it off.
Impressive awareness from Karl Anthony Towns. Dependable at finding teammates with a terrific look there.
Dort passes to Paul. Here's Dort. Back to Paul. And there's the feed to Adams. And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. Off target from outside. And it's Towns with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Boy, the strength and the activity of Steven Adams makes him a force on the backboards.
For three, Beasley nailed from three-point land. Beasley's got 5 points now this quarter.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
And Doris Malik Beasley, no stranger to the entertainment business. His parents and his grandfather are all accomplished actors.
Yes, but his father also played basketball professionally. Malik with so much talent. Now he's looking for his role to grow, and he's got the kind of heart and toughness to go make it happen.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Adams. Adams drawing the double team. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Reed's checked in. Terrence Ferguson's checked in for the Thunder. Timberwolves trail by 6. Russell feeling it out a bit. The pass to Okogie. Back to Russell. Jacks up a 3. The rebound by Steven Adams. Adams has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Paul dishes to Adams. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Oklahoma City moving it around. Out to Gallinari. Clock at 6. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Jake Layman comes in for Josh Okogie. And it's for Malik Beasley. And Oklahoma City with a change here, too. Noel's checked in for Adams. For the Thunder, Muscala, he's checked in for Gallinari. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Chris Paul. Here's Noel. Pass to Ferguson. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Noel. Crafty move. He takes it up and lays it in. And the Thunder lead by 8.
Well, 6'11", Nerlens Noel so efficient down deep, working his magic thanks to that great size.
It's Russell with the drive. And the slam dunk by Russell.
That should give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
Well, sometimes it's about taking it into your own hands. That kind of individual play could spark his groove.
Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. Around the free agent race last year, for your money, Greg, who would you have rather taken? Kawhi and PG, Kevin Durant and Kyrie.
Oof. Well,
wow.
I tell you what, it's a tough call. You know, Kawhi's got a couple finals MVPs. KD's got a couple. Kyrie's got a ring. It's a tough call. I mean, PG is more than capable, man. I think it's a toss-up, partner.
I agree. I'm going to agree with you. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. Minnesota with the ball. Noel passes to Diallo. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Passes it to Noel. Out to the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the turnover again by Oklahoma City. Juan Hernan-Gomez, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Timberwolves trail by 7. 1:03 left to play in the third. Russell kicks to Layman. Back to Russell. Feeds it to Towns. And stolen by Noel. And here comes the break. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Bounce pass, Russell. Here's Towns. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And Doris, the offense is there for Towns. That's obvious. But how does he improve defensively?
Well, you make a great point. Number one, he's always carried such a heavy burden offensively. Remember, this is a big guy, actually size 20 feet. So quickness laterally has always been an issue. For me, it's about one thing. Know your personnel and play smart angles, and that should help immensely.
Beasley's checked in for D'Angelo Russell. Knocked away. Beasley with the steal. Fast break, Minnesota. Kicks it out to Evans. It's stolen by Muscala. Now Diallo. There's Noel. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one is on Towns.
And you know, guys, listen, Noel brings value. The reason he's a menace on the defensive end and an absolute warrior on the glass.
The third quarter comes to a close. Oklahoma City out in front. They're up by 7. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
He's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That was beautiful.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Taking a look at the Thunder. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Paul out there with Dennis Schroeder. And it's Dort in at the small forward. Johnson, good.
And they've really gotten on track here in the second half. After that shaky start, the field goal percentage steadily climbing. They couldn't make anything in that first break.
Paul finds Schroeder. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. And the Thunder lead by 7.
The always aware Chris Paul, one of the great passers in history. There's another assist.
Beasley with a clean look. Kept alive, Minnesota. Back to Johnson. Timberwolves passing it around. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson. Okogie's checked in for Juan Hernangomez. And Oklahoma City with a change here, too. Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in. Oklahoma City leading by 7. To the middle. He dishes it to Adams. Out to Gallinari. To the inside. Towns with the steal. And now the Timberwolves on the break.
Wow, the long reach of Cat. When he grabs for the ball, it's over.
And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for Oklahoma City. They've led by as many as 11 points. Gilgeous-Alexander against Beasley. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Adams. Down low, 4 on the shot clock. And Adams with the slam.
With repetition, you can see the court awareness of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander developing. This guy is going to be a problem as a passer.
Johnson, the pass to Towns. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And Doris, no doubt that Karl Anthony Towns has taken a much bigger leadership role on this Minnesota team.
No doubt, Greg. Once the departure of Jimmy Butler was secured, then the leadership role squarely falls on the shoulders of Karl Anthony Towns. Now, his style is totally different. He wants to be a bit more encouraging, but there's no question. He's the best player. He's got to lead the charge.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Russell's checked in. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Adams. Inside. Pass to Dort. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Gallinari in the corner. He feeds it to Adams. The pass to Dort. Adams. And it's Adams on the follow.
Well, the advantage they have right now is largely based on his play. What an outstanding night.
And Towns throws it down.
The big cat climbs up and flushes it home.
And Gallinari kicks to Paul. Back to Gallinari. Adams against Towns. Out to Gallinari. The feed to Adams. Towns with the steal. Pass break. Here we go. Here's a Kogi, and he banks in the layup. And now just a 3-point Thunder lead.
Well, the coach loves this kind of ball movement. Anytime you create something inside the free throw line, you know it's a good look.
And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Boy, that's the last thing they needed. This game too close to be making those kinds of errors.
Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Omari Spellman has come in for Karl Anthony Towns. Jake Lehman comes in for Josh Okogie. Jacob Evans, he's checked in for Malik Beasley. And Culver's subbed in for Russell.
You can see the vision and instincts of Jarrett Culver, able to spot the wide open man and hit him in rhythm.
Dort passes to Adams. 1:27 left in the game. Oh, and the jam by Johnson.
And you might not have expected him to go for the steal there, but boy, oh boy, did that ever work out.
Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. And the bucket is good. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We'll have to now review the personal foul in question.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Ryan Saunders' huddle. This is a close game, as you know, but he sounded extremely confident. He told the players, don't let up now, fellas. This is when we make our move. Right now. Kevin?
Out to the right wing. Here's Dort. And the three off target.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
Here's Evans. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. And so they foul intentionally.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
Well, there was a decades period of time where Chris Paul was simply stated the best point guard in the league. But let's make no mistake, this guy is successful off the basketball court as well. For such a long time, he has played a significant role in the Players Union, advocating for the players at large, and I have such admiration for it.
It's in!
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute. When your stars shine bright in the toughest moments, Towns the look of a superstar.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. Minnesota calls timeout. They're behind by 3. 1 second left in the fourth quarter of this one. You guessed it, we're going to have a technical foul here. They tried to call a timeout, but already had used all of them. I think just lost track of the situation.
And really a complete lack of awareness. Seemed to have no idea they were out of timeouts.
A good point, Greg. It is. He just lost focus completely. Didn't have his head in the game at all at that moment. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. That's good.
What a moment for Gilgeous-Alexander in the clutch. Yes, sir.
So it's Oklahoma City picking.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
A view of I-40 in Chesapeake Energy Arena, taken from the sky. And let's go straight over to...
Well, Kevin, even...
David Aldridge, thank you. Couple terrific centers in tonight's matchup here. Great pivots, but center matchups are far from traditional, it seems like, these days.
No doubt about it, Kevin. Once you get into this now small ball mindset, this positionless game, I mean, you're seeing guys as short as P.J. Tucker play the 5 because, listen, when you're 25 feet from the basket, if I'm 6'2" and you're 7'2", I can still guard you. So because of the spacing now, it allows you the luxury to play smaller.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Oubre out there with Johnson. And it's Ayton in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for Oklahoma City, Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Chris Paul. And it's Dort in at the 3 spot.
Well, Steven Adams still working on becoming a better and more consistent free throw shooter, so another opportunity upcoming.
And so Adams nails both of them. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Phoenix Suns. Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. And stolen by Booker. And Phoenix pushing it up now. Here's Johnson. Some solid defense from Gallinari.
That's not going to make you a favorite target of your teammates. They'll think twice about feeding you if you're going to keep missing layups.
Kept alive, Adams. And that one's drained from the low block. Adams has got 6.
Well, Steven Adams always working the offensive glass, strong and aggressive in there, and gets that second chance hoop.
Rubio looking it over. And the shot goes down. Thunder have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game.
And Ricky Rubio last season signing a 3-year, $51 million deal with the Suns to take over the reins at point guard.
Well, you think it's been a bit of a rudderless team since Steve Nash's departure. You have a 2-guard that's one of the best scorers in the league. What better way than to bring in a veteran who loves to play both ends of the court, is unselfish, and shows you what it's like to be a pro. Ricky Rubio has done that for the organization. And just a great job out of the pick and roll. Thousands of those opportunities for Ricky Rubio. He knows what to do.
Ayton against Adams. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Adams. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. 8 points for him.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Kicks it out to Booker. There's the 3. The shot misses. So the Thunder will take it the other way. Oklahoma City moving it around. Kicks it out to Paul. Down low. Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
This is why you love Chris Paul running your offense. Just move without the ball, find some space, and the ball will find you.
And here's Booker. Pass to Ayton. Oubre against Gilgeous-Alexander. Just 5 on the clock. The second chance effort, and it's Oubre laying it in.
Good job by the lefty to get in there and corral that rebound using his wingspan.
Paul against Rubio. Paul outside. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Gallinari in the corner. Paul outside. Pass to Adams. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Rubio outside. The Thunder pull it in.
He may not be the strongest inside presence in the league, but still, he's got to convert from there.
Dort passes to Adams. Gallinari outside. Adams dishes to Gallinari. And it's stolen by Ricky Rubio. Fast break, here come the Suns. Rubio's got the ball, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. All along. Oh,
my goodness. Outstanding speed by Gallinari. He sees the opportunity, and the easy score takes advantage.
Rubio outside. Here's Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Ayton's so big inside, he turns a miss into an opportunity.
Out to Gallinari. To the paint. Adams, the pass to Dort. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Here's Jerome. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And we reached the end of the first quarter. Oklahoma City out in front, up by 5. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Oklahoma City. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. What stands out to you from Oklahoma City in this one?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. Setting the floor for the Suns. Bridges and Saric make up the forwards. Then it's Aaron Baines. Then there's Carter. And it's Jerome in at the 1. Schroeder dishes to Noel. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Noel's got the lead up to 7 now for the Thunder. Sun shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. There's the pass to Saric. Out to the right wing. Bridges kicks to Carter. Shoots from the line. That shot no good. And it's Oklahoma City the other way. Noel with it. To the inside. Diallo misses the layup. Kaminsky is checked in for the Suns. Suns trail by 7. Carter outside. Baines trying to get open. The shot's good from Carter.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Ferguson, the pass to Noel. Bridges with the board.
We're not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
And remember, an early part of the process in Philadelphia, it's taken Noel a little time to define his role in the league.
The length and athleticism is just something that you can't teach, and that keeps people intrigued about Nerlens Noel. His skill set continues to be a work in progress, but there's been some signs of a turn for Noel now.
Schroeder looking around, out of bounds. Phoenix takes possession. Suns trail by 3. Carter outside. Three-pointer. That doesn't go either for Carter.
Well, his shooting this quarter has to be a huge concern, especially when they're behind like this. Can he find the rhythm?
Ferguson, the pass to Noel. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Greg, you and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that weird to even think that that's the case?
I know it.
You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams, the end players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in a team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander checked in for Oklahoma City. Oklahoma City leading by 3. And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. And that one's good. Schroeder.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Passes it to Kaminsky. Over to the wing. Good ball movement here by the Suns. And it's Baines missing. Thunder have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks it over to Schroeder. Baseline J on the way. And Gilgeous-Alexander the bucket on the assist by Schroeder.
No hesitation, SGA grabbing it and letting it go.
Booker with no one around. The offensive rebound.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And so it's Schroeder with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. It's a 5-point game, and it's stolen by Ricky Rubio. And up the court come the Suns on the break. Pass to Bridges. And here's Booker from the arc. With the second effort. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And here are the Suns now. Kaminsky kicks to Booker. Back to Kaminsky. Pass to Booker. Clock at 4. Baines trying to get open. Kaminsky misses. They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move, I believe, right now.
Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Now here is Muscala. No points in the game yet for him. Bridges finds Rubio. It's good.
Ricky Rubio playing super confident right now.
The Thunder leading by 3. Now Muscala. It's Noel, high post. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. With 1 on the clock. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Thunder lead by 3. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Steven Adams had no problems getting going. He had 10 points. It's been over a decade since the Seattle Supersonics. That's all for now. Say goodbye to...
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. We're seeing a tremendous game from Steven Adams.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Yeah, we'll see if the double teams start to come here in the second half to make them adjust offensively. But he's going to keep going at him.
Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Chris Paul is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Dort in at the small forward. That's Billy Donovan's 5 as we get going here in the second half. Here's Dort. Oubre pulls it in. The Suns trailing. Booker looking around. For the lead. Thunder with the rebound.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
And the pass to Booker. Back to Rubio. Ayton with it. Over Paul. The rejection by Paul. Drive by Adams. He dishes it to Gallinari. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Now it's a 5-point Oklahoma City lead.
A wonderful awareness from the big man as Steven Adams finds the open man.
And going back to when he turned pro at just 16 years of age, Gallinari has proven to be one of the best players ever from Italy.
You think about his final year in Milano and just how highly efficient he was, first in the league's ratings overall. 6th pick going from Italy to New York City, and the fans had no idea what they were getting, but Gallinari eventually dealt in the Carmelo deal, and his career, although it's been multiple stops, has been pretty exemplary. Well, this is what Steven Adams does. He finds his way into the paint for high percentage shots just like that.
Passes it to Rubio. Oubre on the wing. And Rubio kicks to Ayton. Oubre on the wing. Dishes it to Booker. 6 on the shot clock. And they pick up 2. Booker's got 5 now.
Well, Devin Booker will score by any means necessary, and that time over decent defense, getting the contact.
Up top, Adams, covered by Oubre. To the middle. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Adams. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. 14 points for him.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
For 3, Booker knocks down the 3 ball.
Booker right now finding some room out there behind the three-point line to get himself going.
Inside. Here's Adams, and Adams with the slam.
This team really feeds off of one another in terms of their energy.
At least in the second half they have been. The first half wasn't played anywhere near this intense.
And here's Booker from the arc. Buries it from 3-point range. Booker's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the 3rd for the Suns. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. Paul passes to Adams. That one goes. Count it. And the Thunder lead by 3.
Nice pass here to set that basket up.
Pass to Ayton. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. And Rubio kicks to Johnson. Thunder with the rebound. Adams has got his 4th rebound in this one. Gallinari outside. 44 seconds left to play here in the 3rd. The feed now to Adams. And Adams with the slam.
You wonder at times if the offense should explore Steven Adams a little bit more. He collects 2.
Suns trail by 5. And here's Booker. 11 points in the game. And Ayton throws it down.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. And the Thunder going with a whole new group out there. Free throw drops for Ayton.
DeAndre Ayton back in 2018 heard his name called first in the NBA draft, and he averaged a double-double in his first year in the NBA. Exciting to see what is next for this big man.
Noel dishes to Muscala. To the left side wing. Diallo inside. Harder on him. Diallo the pass to Noel. Beat the shot clock, but it's off the mark. We're at the end of the 3rd, and we've still got a close one. It's the Thunder. They lead by a bucket. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The 4th quarter is coming up next. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed. And You love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Well, sometimes that's what can separate some of the best players, not just creating for yourself, but creating for others as well.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. And Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. Bridges and Saric make up the forwards. Then there's Carter. Then it's Frank Kaminsky. And it's Jerome in at the guard position. And stolen by Noel. And now a fast break for the Thunder. A slam dunk by Diallo.
A heady play there from Schroeder, zipping the pass to the teammate who had the cleanest look on the possession.
Carter outside. Misses the three.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Now here's Noel. He's guarded by Kaminsky. Schroeder up top. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. And slam dunk by Noel.
Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
Carter looking around. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Suns trail by 6. Out left of the wing. Down low. Here's Saric. Lays it up and banks it in.
Fighting through the contact, Dario does a great job that time.
Pass to Diallo. To the inside. And Noel kicks to Diallo. The pass to Ferguson. Here's Muscala. The dish now to Noel. And the layup's good off the glass. Noel's got 4 this quarter.
Great to have Noel active like that, proving how dangerous he can be on the inside.
Pass to Saric. Carter outside. And the rejection by Noel.
Noel in there to intimidate and does so there.
Schroeder dishes to Noel. Over to the left wing. Pass to Diallo. Back to Noel. The baseline J. That shot misses. Now the Suns take it the other way. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Back to Bridges. And he makes good on the layup. Bridges has got his first bucket in this one.
And Bridges elevating his game.
Woo! Oklahoma City leading by 4. It's Schroeder with the drive. That one good for 2. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. The shot by Carter, nobody around. No good with the triple.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Pass to Ferguson. To the paint. There's Noel. No good. Shot missing. And Phoenix will come the other way.
And not sure they've got enough time to save himself.
Looking unlikely right here. That time ticking away.
Diallo finds Schroeder. Diallo with it. Now here's Schroeder. Diallo the pass to Noel. That one drops for him. Noel's got the lead up to 8 now for Oklahoma City.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
Do you want to keep expending energy, or do you want to start thinking about the next one?
The pass to Ferguson. Bridges with the steal. And now the fast break. Bridges with the ball. Deflects the pass. Back to Diallo. To the middle. There's Noel.
Well, when Nerlens Noel stays very confident offensively, good things like this tend to happen.
Gets the first, and that will put them up by 9. Both free throws good from Noel.
And that's the knockout blow right there, guys. Those free throws should put this one away.
From deep three-point range. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it. before.
Kevin, good evening.
Knows it very well, D.A. Thank you so much. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Russell is out there with Malik Beasley. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Hernan Gomez in at the power forward position. And for the Suns, Rubio and Booker. They're the backcourt. Johnson is out there with Kelly Oubre. And it's Ayton in at the center position.
And basketball in the blood for Devin Booker. I mean, his father, Melvin, started at the University of Missouri and played pro ball. Started in high school. Devin trained with his father, trying to follow his path.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves getting the first points of the ball game. And here is Johnson. That one goes in.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
And we know the story. Booker moving from Michigan to Mississippi to live with his father and develop his skills.
And 4:30 a.m. alarms to train on the beach before the summer sun. Getting to practice 2 hours early and staying late. Booker, not a freak athlete, so he had to work harder and drill the fundamentals.
Here's Booker, drilled from 11 feet out.
Not just an outside shooter. Booker is also skilled at getting it done from that area as well.
Beasley up top. It's hauled in by the Suns.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling and he still misses, boy, he wishes he had that one back.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's Russell. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
You know, Beasley not trying to do too much or get too cute there. Just finding the open man in a simple fashion. Well done.
Here's Rubio. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now, here is Russell. Pass to Towns. He's looking for Russell and finds him. Shoots over Rubio. Shot clock at 6. Towns, the pass to Russell. His three-pointers off the mark. Suns have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Feeds it to Ayton. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. And it's good, 2 points.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Now here's Oubre. Rubio with it. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor. Greg, is a point guard. What is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that spot. And, you know, you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So, you know, the typical stuff about organizing the offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well. But so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to is really paramount.
Ayton up top. Johnson right side. Ayton kicks to Oubre. Beasley with the steal. And they're on the break. Oh, Russell in position. Hammers the alley-oop through.
You know, of all the things Okogie does well, his passing tends to get overshadowed at times. I mean, easy to see how creative he is on this feed.
And here's Booker from the arc. The shot is good. It's his second bucket in 5 tries.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Yep, that one goes.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Now here's Booker. He has 5. From outside, off the mark. Here's Beasley. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
You know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Booker against Beasley. The drive by Booker.
An underrated athlete with a solid handle Defenders can't always keep up with Booker on the drive.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Towns. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
A nice shot by Booker.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Here's Beasley. Booker pulls it in.
Boy, that's a look he has to finish, and he knows it. Blown opportunity.
Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
And right there, Rubio doing what he does. Seeing the floor, exploring the defense, finding the open man, and getting him the ball.
And so it's Devin Booker making highlights for Phoenix. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And taking a look at the Suns' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
You know, I think they're going to be happy with how they've played here early on.
I agree with you. I mean, they hit the ground running, had a strong start to the game that they're hoping they can manage the rest of the way.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So on the floor for Minnesota, James Johnson is out there with Layman. Then it's Culver, and it's Reed in at the 5, down low. Pass to Jerome. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Shots good by Baines.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Johnson double teamed to the left wing. Noel, no good.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
Saric outside. Passes it to Jerome. Saric looking around. 5 on the clock. The Suns need to get a shot off. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Here's Reed, and he lays it straight in. Reed's got his second basket.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Outside Carter. That one no good. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. Reed the pass to Layman.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down.
Boy, I tell you what, that's the play we'll remember if they can put together a little surge to break this game open.
Ball stolen. To the wing right side. Now here's Culver. Covered by Saric. That shot missing. Good work defensively by Carter. Suns trail by 4. Here's Bridges. A beautiful reverse layup. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Here's Layman. Defended by Bridges. Layman kicks to Johnson. Now the pass to Reed. Here's Culver. Here's Reed. And Baines pulls it down. Suns have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Saric dishes to Baines. Launches a 3. The shot by Saric, no good. The Timberwolves have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. And Johnson with the stuff.
Nice heads-up play that time from Culver. Excellent awareness.
And at Texas Tech, Jared Culver operated as a lead guard. Is that a role he can fill at this level?
You know what, Greg? I think he's got the potential to. He's got excellent vision, good size, a really nice pace to his game. I think he can play some point, but he may be best suited as a secondary creator.
Johnson can't get it to go. Suns trail by 4. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Guys, that was really nice work mixing in this shot. When Russell is squared up and shooting with confidence, which is most of the time, he can bury it.
And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for Minnesota.
It looks like they're ready to run, fellas. I mean, they haven't hesitated at all to get out on the break so far.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
Andre Ayton's checked in for Aaron Baines. And yes, it's good.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Inside, here's Booker. A putback, and Ayton stays with it.
And using that 7'5" wingspan, putting it back off the miss, one of Ayton's specialties.
There's 38 seconds left in the first half. They grab their own miss. He gets it in there.
It's never easy trying to keep him off the glass. He's an absolute beast down there.
Rubio the pass to Kaminsky. Here's Beasley. Makes it off the glass. And it's a 6-point Timberwolves lead.
Boy, such a dangerous threat in transition. I mean, once Beasley gets a step on the defense, goodbye.
Booker with no one around. Offensive rebound. Ayton. Booker looking around. There's the triple. Keeps it alive, and Ayton stays with it. Ayton's got 6.
Hard work and soft hands, guys. That's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. It was a closely contested first quarter for Minnesota. The period wrapped up with the teams on level. And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You gotta like what Devin Booker is doing in this one.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Oubre out there with Johnson. And it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Suns trail by 4. Rubio dishes to Johnson. No good on the 3. Timberwolves shooting an impressive 65%, having their way with this defense.
And you talk post up, face up, you name it. Karl Anthony Towns gets it done.
Yeah, you know what, Greg? He's really molded that versatility into his game. I mean, he can pass it, drive it, shoot. You remember, he won the skills challenge back in 2016. I mean, he's a 7-footer for sure, but he's got guard skills, too. That time the defenders were a little lazy getting to him.
Timberwolves leading by 4. Russell high post. 6 points for him. Towns for 3. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Towns. And for the Suns, they're shooting at 52% from the field. They're clicking. Rubio outside. The three-pointer, no good. The Timberwolves have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Back to Towns. Johnson with the defensive effort.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. And here's Saric. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. Trailing by 4. Carter against Beasley. And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That is his first foul of the game. And the Suns making a change here. Baines is checked in. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. And Saric kicks to Bridges. Towns with the defensive effort.
You know, even though it's a point-blank range shot, that's not an easy one, especially when the defense is that tight.
Pass to Noel. Greg, you were drafted 12th overall by the New York Knicks and then 2nd overall by the Grizzlies in the expansion draft. So you've had a very unique view of being in that position in 2 different settings.
Yeah, I mean, 2 very different cities, but really each beautiful in its own way. The New York draft, obviously coming out of college, that was like a dream come true to go and play for Pat Riley and then get the opportunity to go and be a part of a brand new team in a new country, if you will, was also a really cool experience as well.
I hope we can take a petition started by you and me to get the NBA back in Vancouver. I miss
and
going
Seattle,
to Vancouver.
right? Let's get back in both those cities.
Exactly. Saric passes to Baines. Here's Jerome. Back to Baines. Towns with the steal. And now Minnesota on the fast break. The fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end.
Pass to Bridges. Out to Saric. Back to Bridges. 6 to shoot. There's the dish to Baines. And the dunk by Baines.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Okogie's checked in. Carter kicks to Booker. Back to Carter. From deep. They get it again. Passes to Saric. Lets the 3 fly. The putback. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off. Second chance shot. Here's Towns. And that one, good. Towns has got the lead up to 8 now for the Timberwolves.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
A nice shot by Booker.
And really, Booker is as lethal as they come from deep. Can't allow him to get into a groove.
And there's the pass to Reed. Phoenix grabs the miss, and there's the foul. It's on Towns. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Phoenix making some changes. Ayton, he's checked in for Saric. Oubre comes in for Mikal Bridges. And Ricky Rubio is subbed in for Carter. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Booker against Russell. 9 feet out. Herman Gomez grabs the miss. Fast break, Minnesota. Floats it up for Beasley. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely sleep.
Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the 4th quarter. Timberwolves ahead, leading by 4. And when we return, we'll get the 4th quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports.
Reference to break for
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. And a look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth. They've got James Johnson. Evans out there with Culver. Then it's Malik Beasley. And it's Spellman in at the center, filling out the middle. Timberwolves leading by 4. And that's Evans penetrating, and he converts the layup. Evans has got his first points of the game.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
The play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
With just such strength on these finishes. When you foul Ayton, you really have to hit him to prevent the basket.
Okogie's checked in for Beasley. Here's Culver. Evans passes to Spellman. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Down low, here's Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
Sweet find there by Booker. All eyes on him with the ball, and Devin understands that. That has a nice feel for giving up the rock.
Pass to Spellman. They double him with Ayton, and Ricky Rubio gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Johnson, he's checked in for Kaminsky. Lehman, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Pass to Culver. Shot clock at 5. Evans outside. Over Booker. And it's Evans missing.
You know, the fact is he's not a lock from there, but he was open enough to where he should have hit that shot.
And he gets the bucket. Booker's got 19 points.
Well, I tell you, that's a nice job by Rubio. Eyes up, examining, exploring the defense, then on point with the delivery.
And the Timberwolves call time here. Whole new look on the floor for Minnesota. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Ryan Saunders said to the team. This game is obviously close, could go either way, and he wanted to make sure that his guys were all on the same page and were all staying with the game plan in order to close this one out. Kevin?
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Here's Towns. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
We know he can score from outside too, but close to the hoop is where Towns makes his living.
Booker against Hernan Gomez. Puts up a 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Towns has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Okogie misses. Phoenix has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Ayton dishes to Oubre. Back to Ayton. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Hernan Gomez. And finish off by Hernan Gomez.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Nice ball movement by Phoenix. A nice shot by Booker.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a 3-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Booker against Beasley. The kick out to Towns. Beyond the arc. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Johnson, the pass to Rubio. Back to Johnson. Rubio with it. On the wing, Booker. Oubre outside. On the wing, Johnson. The tray. Offensive rebound. The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. And so Booker will bring it up for the Suns. Count it, good. Rubio's got the lead up to 2 now for Phoenix.
And big props, major props to Rubio. Being aggressive, making plays with the game heating up. That's what you want your point guard to do. Make it happen.
Booker, covered by Beasley. Fires, high post. Johnson, got it! And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Phoenix.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
And they get it. And there's the foul. It's on Towns. That's his third foul of the game. The Timberwolves making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. And so here's Phoenix. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Ayton, the pass to Johnson, banked in off the glass. And the Suns lead by 6.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Booker against Beasley. That's good from Booker on the assist by Rubio. And now a 9-point Phoenix lead. Passes it to Towns. Over Ayton. And he can't bank that one in. So the Suns win it. A confident win, and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. I think they
A view of I-40 in Chesapeake Energy Arena, taken from the Skydance Bridge in Oklahoma City. That's our setting tonight. It's time for the NBA. Live on 2K Sport. DA, take it away.
Hey, Kevin, if you'll allow...
Great stuff as always, DA. Thanks. Greg, we've got two terrific highlight-making teams, both athletic in so many ways.
You know, it makes me hearken all the way back to college, and one of my teammates, Stacey Ogden, one of the greatest athletes I ever played alongside. Well, we're going to see a lot of his impact in tonight's game.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup, we've got Malik Beasley. He's out there with Russell, and it's Towns in at the 5 down low. And for the Thunder, Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Paul out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Dort in at the small forward. Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
Steven Adams could care less about scoring. In fact, you get the sense he takes more pleasure from passing than scoring.
And that one is good by Beasley.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well. Well, there's an aggressive mentality in play. Work in close, find a way to score.
Bounce pass, Russell. Towns against Adams. And Towns throws it down.
Boy, how about the anticipation from Karl Anthony Towns? Beats everyone to the spot and goes right back up with it.
Paul against Russell. Paul passes to Gallinari. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
And, you know, we talk a lot about Paul as a leader on and off the court. Was elected president of the Players Association back in 2013, re-elected for a 4-year term in 2017. People simply trust his point of view.
Now, here is Gallinari. After the miss from Karl Anthony Towns. To the right side. Dort passes to Adams. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Well, we know for Chris Paul, Greg, it's nothing new to lead, but on Oklahoma City last year, he had to do it without being surrounded by superstars.
You know, that's okay. Paul's a guy who wants to set the table. You have to have the ball to do that, and he's at his best when directing traffic and making his teammates better.
And it's Adams on the follow.
We are talking about a big-time offensive rebounder, and Steven Adams unafraid to impose his will with that frame. This has not been a good period for this guy. Out of sync, not letting the game come to him. He's got to settle down and make shots.
To the inside, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And Adams kicks to Paul. Good on the three-point shot. Paul's got 5 points so far.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
The wide open shot from Hernan Gomez. And just miss after miss right now. Gallinari passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Adams outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Adams. To the paint. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Gallinari. Minnesota with the rebound.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
And the Thunder making a change here. Ferguson's checked in. James Johnson's checked in for the Timberwolves. Jake Layman comes in for Josh Okogie. And the slam dunk by Russell.
Well, an excellent penetrator who is always in attack mode. Go ahead, D'Angelo Russell.
And so it's Oklahoma City with it, following the bucket by the Timberwolves. Gallinari finds Paul. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Beasley with the steal. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Russell passes to Towns.
Oh, that's unbelievable. Wow, the size and speed of Towns, a natural-born highlight reel.
Left side, Gilgeous-Alexander. And there's the call on Jake Layman. That is his first foul of the game. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Noel's checked in for Steven Adams. Mike Muscala comes in for Gallinari. Diallo, he's checked in for Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Chris Paul. Here's Noel. Following the score by Oklahoma City. Pass to Culver. Johnson kicks to Culver. Pass to Reed. To the wing on the left. Culver passes to Reed. Over Noel. Reed misses. Oklahoma City leading by 5. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. The drive by Schroeder. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And you know, guys, listen, Noel brings value. The reason he's a menace on the defensive end and an absolute warrior on the glass.
All free throws good from Noel. 15 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Reed. Down low. The pass to Culver. Uncovered. No good on that one.
Boy, defense nowhere to be found, and neither was his shot at that time.
And so it's Oklahoma City heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. We'll take a quick... And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And for the Thunder guys, what stands out to you so far?
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So for Oklahoma City right now, Muscala is out there with Ferguson. Then there's Dennis Schroeder. Then there's Nerlens Noel. And it's Diallo in at the 2 guard. Ferguson kicks it over to Schroeder. He dishes it to Noel. Schroeder passes to Noel. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Schroeder. And the layup falls. Schroeder's got the lead up to 7 now for the Thunder.
Wow, look at the way the big man Noel set up his guys, puts the pass in the perfect position, easy shot.
Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Diallo kicks it over to Schroeder. That's tipped. Now Culver. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
Really solid read from Jarrett Culver right there. This is a team-first guy who enjoys passing.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Dort's checked in. That's good from Johnson. Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
Man, there's so many guys that, you know, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table, but in reality they got to fill some roles, right? And you know, John Collins is a guy who's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off? Davis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So there's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are 3 names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did. Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in for Diallo. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Here's Russell. Got a hand on it.
Wow, twice on the pipes from Dennis Schroeder. Woohoo!
Here's Towns. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even. Towns has got 6.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Back to Noel. Here's Dort. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Schroeder dishes to Noel. Can't cash in from close range. And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Only giving up 2 points this quarter.
Wow, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander off his feet and sends it back.
And the Thunder with some changes. Adams, he's checked in for Nerlens Noel. Gallinari comes in for Mike Muscala. And Paul subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Adams. Right wing. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in.
Indoors, when you just look at the numbers the last 2 seasons, Gallinari has been playing like an all-star.
Now, Greg, you're talking about 20 points per game, 6 rebounds, a couple of assists, and he began to shoot a higher volume of threes, which obviously sometimes leads to a little bit less efficiency. But not for Gallinari. He's actually improved his accuracy from the three-point line.
Passes it to Beasley. Back to Russell. From deep three-point range. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Adams has got his 4th rebound in this one. Paul passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Basket counts. And it's a 4-point Oklahoma City lead.
There's a level of floor awareness that has always been innate to Chris Paul. What a pretty find.
The Thunder have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. He has 7.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Beasley finds Towns. Shoots over Adams. Johnson outside. Beasley for 3. They get it back. Towns. There's Russell with the 3. Out to the right wing. Pass to Beasley. From deep. Gallinari with the rebound.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. They get a hand on it, and so it's Oklahoma City with it. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Adams. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Adams has got the lead up to 8 now for the Thunder.
And beginning to take charge of this game. This could be a crucial point.
Well, working hard, building out a small lead, but you can't afford any kind of letdown here.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
The Timberwolves have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight. First one falls for him.
And to me, the ceiling that D'Angelo Russell has is really high. This guy is dynamic. He's confident. He can score it. And he's just going to continue to want to prove himself.
Terrence Ferguson's checked in for the Thunder. Diallo comes in for Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. And then for Minnesota, Omari Spellman has come in for Towns. Jake Layman comes in for Josh Okogie. And it's Jacob Evans in for Malik Beasley.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie. Oklahoma City has the edge here at halftime. They have a 6-point lead. Kenny, give us your take. And
in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. So look at Chris Paul. What a contribution.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
Checking out the group now for Ryan Saunders to start the second half. We've got D'Angelo Russell, and it's Vanderbilt in at the 4. Clock at 6. Here's Adams. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Adams. And it's Adams on the follow. Adams has got 8.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
To the middle. Out to Gallinari. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in the corner. Pass to Dort. And that one is good.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Russell with the bucket.
What a gamer this guy is. D'Angelo Russell relishing the opportunity to play through contact.
Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. There's the pass to Dort. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Inside. And Adams with the basket on the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go. Dort misses.
Boy, that's too easy to miss, but somehow he finds a way to do it.
And the dunk by Towns.
Oh, oops, the alley. A gorgeous delivery to Towns.
And the Timberwolves have made it clear Karl Anthony Towns is their franchise player. He's the guy they're building around.
Left side, Adams. Dishes to Paul. Back to Adams. 4 on the clock. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. And it's Gallinari missing. And we've heard Towns for years pronouncing his happiness with the Timberwolves. Last season, Greg, as the losses piled up, some rumors that he was getting frustrated.
Well, we've seen this pattern with the Timberwolves before, right? Kevin Garnett, Kevin Love, all-star big man who ended up leading the Twin Cities to win titles.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
Here's Noel.
You got it. Come on.
Passes to Russell. Right side, Towns. Second shot opportunity. Makes that one his 6th of the night. Shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
And this, to me, is important for Karl Anthony Towns. We know he has a terrific perimeter game, but I like to see him take charge on the interior first.
Paul finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Nails it from the high post. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 8 points.
You can see why they go to this guy so often. More often than not, he's going to be very efficient like he is right here.
Back to Towns. Pass to Vanderbilt. Ray, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There's no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation or one of the best, and I think that should stand.
And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on. And they've really gotten on track here in the second half. After that shaky start, the field goal percentage steadily climbing. They couldn't make anything in that first break.
Here's Ferguson. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Diallo kicks to Noel, and he uses the glass on the layup. And the Thunder lead by 9.
And honestly, you hope for more of this from Nerlens Noel moving forward. This guy must develop his interior game.
A nice shot by Culver.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And it's Schroeder with the ball. He brings it up for the Thunder. Diallo the pass to Muscala. Diallo inside. Here's Noel. Drops in the layup for 2. Noel's got 6.
How about that show of strength from Nerlens Noel? No fear in how he attacks the defense on these shots.
The shot by Layman, no good. The Thunder leading by 9. Here's Muscala. It's good.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
The Timberwolves have gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. Beasley left side. Misses in close. That's a 2 from Ferguson, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's Oklahoma City holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. Their defense has been active and effective. Back right after this. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. So it's Minnesota now. They trail by 11. They've got Nerlens Noel, Diallo out there with Dennis Schroeder. Then it's Mike Muscala, and it's Ferguson in at the 3. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder.
When Russell gets his teammates involved, it makes this entire team better, and it'll make him more effective at the point position.
Ferguson kicks it over to Schroeder. And a miss there on the triple.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
2 points. That one goes.
And they're showing much more focus here in the second half. More effort as well. And their offense starting to show signs of life.
Noel passes to Diallo. Oklahoma City moving it around. Here's Schroeder. Off target from 3-point range. Timberwolves trail by 7. Johnson outside. Misses the deep 3-point attempt.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Pass to Noel. Diallo with it. From downtown. The Thunder with another miss. Towns dishes to Russell. Whistle blows. If that's going to be a travel. A different look for Oklahoma City. Gallinari, he's checked in for Mike Muscala. Gilgeous-Alexander comes in for Diallo. And Chris Paul's subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. Paul passes to Noel. Got a piece of it and stolen by Russell. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Towns with it. Now guarded by Gallinari. Towns, no luck. The Thunder leading by 7. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. To the paint, Beasley comes with the double team. Noel finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Six on the shot clock. Now the pass to Gallinari. The 17-footer. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Timberwolves trail by 7. Beasley inside. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. And it's Beasley, that time in the assist by Johnson.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Ferguson, the pass to Noel. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Down low, here's Paul. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
With repetition, you can see the court awareness of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander developing. This guy is going to be a problem as a passer.
And the Thunder pushing it up now. Fires the 3. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Not everyone has the green light to take that 3 in transition, but he does, especially with the defense already set up protecting the paint.
And Russell gets it to go.
Well, you like to see D'Angelo Russell work his way to the inside. Proves he has some touch in the paint.
And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. Here's Noel. Tipped away. Passes it to Evans. Here's a Kogi. Lays it up and banks it in.
Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for Oklahoma City. They've led by as many as 11 points. Adams dishes the ball. Back to Adams. outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. He feeds it to Adams. It's hauled in by Karl-Anthony Towns. Towns has got 6 rebounds here tonight.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard. Johnson against Gallinari. Kicks it out to Paul. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. To the middle. Here's Dort. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Reed's checked in.
Well, it's about the little details. Capitalize at the free throw line, add to your lead.
Every second counts now. They can't wait around.
This is the very definition of desperation time. You've got to score every trip.
And Towns gets it to go.
When your stars shine bright in the toughest moments, Towns the look of a superstar.
Gilgeous-Alexander finds Adams. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Thunder will retain possession. Here's Paul. Lays it up off the glass. And the Thunder lead by 6.
That's a statement from Chris Paul. He understands game is in the balance. It's my time.
And Adams sends it back. Gallinari outside. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Gallinari. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Here's Minnesota. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Chris Paul picks up that one. He hits the first one, and that brings them within 5. And both free throws good for Evans. There's 21 seconds left to play here in the 4th. Adams, the pass to Gallinari. That 3 off the mark. Here's Reed. Gallinari covering. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Here's Adams. Offline from the top of the key. So a close game sees Oklahoma City taking this one. All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The Thunder look like they're not messing around tonight. They had a little bit of an edge to them as they get off the bus earlier on. And David Aldridge is standing by for...
Kevin, thanks very much. The Phoenix Suns have struggled the last few years, but they're trying to build.
Now they're getting closer. Thanks, D.A. So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Chris Paul is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Dort in at the small forward. And for the Suns, Rubio and Booker. They're the backcourt. Ayton is out there with Johnson. And it's Oubre in at the 3 spot. And it's the Suns to start out. Terrific, talented backcourts tonight, Greg. Did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
Johnson kicks to Booker. Trains the three-pointer.
He just lights out in terms of his scoring. Devin Booker's calling card.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Out to Gallinari. Oklahoma City moving it around. Paul passes to Adams. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And so Ayton will bring it up for the Suns. Oubre for 3. Gallinari with the rebound. First quarter, just over a minute played.
And the self-described Tsunami Poppy. Kelly Oubre used to call himself the Wave, but as he grows, so too does the nickname.
Well, the wave for him is a metaphor for his life's approach. The energy that you put out coming back. And Kelly Oubre is the kind of guy who's looking to attack with force and fury. So that kind of ebb and flow is helping out his NBA career. Amazing to think about Ricky Rubio finally entering his 30s. Seems like we've been talking about him since he was about 12 years old.
And he makes the first. Both free throws good from Rubio.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
And Adams kicks to Gallinari. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Now here's Rubio. And Ayton throws it down.
Yeah, Ayton just swallowing up the defender there and then completes the play.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Paul outside. And the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Dort, covered by Oubre. Adams' shot is off.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
Johnson finds Ayton. That's in, coming off the assist from Johnson. Ayton's got his second basket of the game.
Such a tremendous physical profile that Ayton has. He's getting it done down low.
And that one, good.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
Phoenix leading by 3. Back to Oubre. From outside the arc. The shot missing. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way. And 2 free throws coming up as the whistle blows. He barely missed that one. That one on Ayton.
Well, Adams with the make them pay mentality right here from the free throw line.
A platoon swap here for Phoenix. And so Adams nails both of them.
And Paul played in his 10th NBA All-Star game last year after having missed the event 3 years in a row.
And some of that could have been health, and then obviously some of it was fit with other teams. But this Thunder offense has really played to Chris Paul's strengths and working through a ton of options, sometimes playing deep into the shot clock. Again, highly efficient and one of the best mid-range players, and then working alongside Steven Adams. This has been a bit of a symphony here.
Muscala, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. No good on the second free throw. Oklahoma City trailing. Feeds it to Schroeder. A shake. Rebound by the Suns.
Well, that's how to protect the rim without fouling. Force him into an awkward release and a bit of an adjustment on the layup.
Here's Carter. Kept alive. It's good on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Pass to Diallo. It's stolen by Carter. The three. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Well, he passes to the wide open man. Bridges developing some team chemistry.
To the inside. Diallo. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
To the left side wing. Here's Jerome. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Bridges, no one around him. A three-pointer off the mark. They can go 2 for 1.
It's about being smart right now.
Schroeder finds Diallo. Noel with it. We've got 28 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And that one drops for him.
And Ferguson showing off a little bit of maybe that strength that we so often talk about he needs to put on.
Carter with the three. And it's Noel with the rebound. Here's Diallo. A slam dunk by Diallo.
Incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk. And the dunk by Bain.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
And at the end of one, both teams putting up some points. Suns lead by 3. 2K Sport. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. Guys, what's your take so far on the Suns?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Keep plays alive with your activity. That's what it's about.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Setting the floor for the Suns. Kaminsky out there with Aaron Baines. Then there's Carter. Then it's Bridges. And it's Jerome in at the 1 spot. And the layup's good off the glass. Diallo's got 4 this quarter.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
And it's Carter penetrating. It's hauled in by Diallo. The Thunder with the lead. And it's Schroeder in the corner. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Carter against Noel. Takes a 3. Phoenix no good that time either. Now the Thunder with it. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. And so Oklahoma City again turning it over. They're great talkers over the years. Trash talkers on the floor in this league. Do you think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg? Or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question. And believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, and I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that right now.
No, we don't do that. It seemed like he changed his mind halfway through the layup, tried to go to something else, and flat out choked it.
Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Out to the wing. Kaminsky inside. Gallinari on him. Kaminsky misses. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and he converts the layup. Now it's a 5-point Thunder lead.
Gilgeous-Alexander, fantastic concentration.
Booker finds Ayton. Kaminsky with the ball. Gallinari covering. Here's Ayton. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Boy, that was a momentum killer to start last season, wasn't it, Greg? 25-game suspension for DeAndre Ayton.
And he sprained his ankle in his return game. The Suns at full strength, able to win some games. He's obviously a huge part of their future. And Bones, Devin Booker, capable of big nights. One of just a few players with multiple games of at least 59 points.
Well, he's always looking to put pressure on the defense, and he's got such a wide array of skills. Not only shooting the basketball, but has shown off more of his patience and playmaking ability as he moves through his career.
Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. Saric comes in for Kaminsky, and it's Johnson in for Oubre. Saric passes to Rubio. Down low, here's Ayton. He trains the quick shot. Ayton's got 6 points.
DeAndre Ayton happy to shoot at that range. Nice stroke.
Pass to Paul. The dish to Adams. Knocked loose. To the middle. And now the Suns a fast break. And it goes down 2 points. And now just a 1-point Thunder lead.
Booker getting down to business on the defensive end. Terrific at knowing when to go for the steal.
And it's Paul penetrating out to Gallinari. Takes it off the glass.
Dead-eye shooting from them this quarter.
Here's Rubio. Pass to Saric. Rubio in the corner. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. Paul passes to Dort. There's the feed to Adams. Some solid defense from Ayton.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
Saric with it. He's picked up by Paul. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. And Oklahoma City making a change here. Ferguson's checked in. The Thunder leading by 3. Paul passes to Gallinari. Nice move. Tries again. Adams dishes to Paul. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot clock at 6. The Thunder with another miss.
You take your time. You don't give them another possession.
Yeah, hopefully that's what they'll do here. It's what most teams try to execute at this time in the game.
Ferguson for 3. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Thunder on it.
Thanks, Kevin. Ricky.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, welcome back from the first. A competitive matchup for Oklahoma City in the first quarter. They were in a 7-point hole at one stage, but it never got. That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And so it's Paul bringing it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. It's a 3-point game. And on the floor for Billy Donovan as we get into the second half. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Paul. And it's Dort in at the 3, the small forward. And the basket by Rubio.
Rubio's a guy you have a hard time guessing against. Creative shot making there.
Paul kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Connects on the 17-footer. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 8.
If you're waiting for him to miss when he's that open, you're going to be in for a long wait.
Rubio outside. He dishes it to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Does it feel good as a big man like Ayton to throw it down? You bet it does.
Oklahoma City shooting one of the high points for them in this game at 54%.
Well, DeAndre Ayton is a walking double-double. This guy has a huge physical advantage on the nights that he's playing other bigs, whether that's by his size or his ability to run the floor. And if he comes out with an aggressive mentality, he could really punish some teams throughout the course of a regular season.
Here's Booker. Ayton controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And not wasting any time here, kicking their offense right back into gear. That's 3 of 4 from the field.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. And some think that Ayton has a chance to be in a class with some of the great big men we've seen, be it Ewing or Robinson, Hakeem. I mean, those are very lofty standards. Brent, how does he get there?
It's a great question. I think when you talk about it, Kevin, you got to look at the defensive end. And those names that you just mentioned on a nightly basis were a force behind anybody on the perimeter. When they came into that house, it was defended. If Ayton gets there, he's got a big opportunity.
Paul passes to Adams. Back to Paul. And stolen by Ayton. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Rubio finds Johnson. Here's Ayton. Clock at 4. It's stolen by Adams. One-on-one here. Here's Dort. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Well, Steven Adams has more skills than just being a screen setter out there, showing them off there.
For 3, Booker. Phoenix, no good that time either. The Thunder leading by 5. Guys, a potent offense right now.
You know what, guys, and they're playing with a certain amount of assuredness in their game. That type of confidence is what leads teams to having success.
Booker outside. Drills the three-pointer. Booker's got 8. Greg, when you played for the Knicks, I always heard that Charles Oakley would cook for the players. Is that true?
Absolutely. Oak was very particular about his food. And I got to tell you, he knows his way around the kitchen. And to be honest, I would never tell him otherwise.
Well, what was his special?
Whatever he made, it was special. It wouldn't matter.
Shoots it. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Now just a 2-point Thunder lead for Oklahoma City. They've gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Gallinari dishes to Adams. And Adams with the slam.
Well, Gallinari does such a great job of recognizing the floor space, and that time, credit him with the assist.
Rubio, the pass to Johnson. Rubio against Paul. Oklahoma City leading by 4. Here's Dort, and the rejection by Ayton.
Nice timing as Ayton's up there for the rejection.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Here's Booker, and it's blocked, and he recovers it. Rubio against Paul. Paul with the steal. Inside. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Ooh, no layups right there for SGA, up to the rim.
Booker outside. Fires for 3. He can't get that one to fall. And we've reached the end of the third. Thunder lead by 6. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Inside, Sharich and Baines. Then it's Bridges. Then there's Carter. And it's Jerome in at the 1. That's who's out there for Phoenix. And the shot goes in.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Suns trail by 8. Now Bridges. And there's the pass to Jerome. Back to Baines. And the dunk by Baines.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively, because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Carter outside. And he makes good on the layup.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Here's Schroeder. And Baines pulls it down.
I think he rushed that one just a little bit, thinking the defense was going to get close. They weren't.
Count it.
That's pretty steady from Bridges. Does not let the contact throw him off one bit.
Pass to Ferguson. To the paint. Noel passes to Schroeder. Doesn't get it to drop for him. So Phoenix will take it the other way.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
And that one's good. Schroeder. And the Thunder lead by 4.
Well, if you read the scouting report on Schroeder, he likes to get into the basket as close as possible because he's usually good from there.
Here's Jerome. He's guarded by Schroeder. Here's Baines. And it's Noel with the rebound. Noel's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And that one's good. Schroeder. And now a 6-point Thunder lead.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
Bridges passes to Baines. And the rejection by Noel.
Noel in there to intimidate, and does so there.
Shot good by Diallo. Diallo's got the lead up to 8 now for Oklahoma City.
Just can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
You know, the ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. They've got to have better shot selection.
And that one's good. Schroeder.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possessions.
Yeah, that's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
Diallo finds Schroeder, shoots it up, and the shot is long.
And I'm not sure that is a shot that he should be taking.
No, he should know better. He knows that's not his game, which is why we don't see him take that shot off.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And Bridges really likes to get to the interior and earn himself some opportunities from the charity stripe.
Both teams will make substitutions. Both free throws good from Bridges. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Ball kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Dishes it to Gallinari. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Passes it to Gallinari. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. 5 to shoot. Here's Adams. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Paul with the ball. Guarded now by Rubio. Booker against Gilgeous-Alexander. Adams. Gilgeous-Alexander on the follow. And the Thunder lead by 10.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
Rubio looking around. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, Adams has his struggles at the free throw line, but he's making strides in that area and still has work to do.
And a tough break as his second attempt at the line, no good.
Yeah, you'd like to convert them all, but that should still be enough to secure the win.
Here's Kaminsky, and finished off by Kaminsky.
That is all timing right there. Just led him perfectly.
So it's Oklahoma City picking up the win. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
continues to elevate his play every year. He said it's just putting in hard work. I take this game very seriously.
A special talent indeed. David, thank you. And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Johnson is out there with Ayton. And it's Oubre in at the 3, the small forward. And for Minnesota, D'Angelo Russell out there with Beasley. Then there's Towns, and it's Okogie in at the 3 slot.
And using that 7'5" wingspan, putting it back off the miss, one of Ayton's specialties.
Here's Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display.
Yes, sir. Power and grace. That had it all.
And last season, Karl Anthony Towns shooting over 40% from three-point range with over 8 attempts a game. I mean, Greg, he is in the conversation, don't you think, for best three-point shooting center of all time?
It's amazing, Kevin. His volume of threes is unprecedented for the center.
Oh, that was a strong dunk.
And you got to be cautious around Ayton. When the pass isn't precise, he has an ability to poke it away.
Here's Okogie, covered by Oubre. Towns down. Oh, the power on that throw-down.
Towns with the creativity and explosiveness.
Booker against Beasley. From the arc. That shot, no good. So Minnesota will take it the other way. Okogie, the pass to Towns. Johnson against Hernan Gomez. Another shot. Out to Russell. Back to Towns. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Phoenix has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Booker outside. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Okogie misses. The Suns have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. And the basket by Rubio.
And this is exactly something Rubio did in Europe. Agile in the open floor. Able to generate points because of it.
Beasley kicks to Russell. Beasley, the pass to Russell. Back to Beasley. Towns trying to get open. That one doesn't drop. Good D by Booker. Floats it up for Rubio. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Hernan Gomez. The putback is no good. Phoenix leading by 4. Here's Towns. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Teams have dynasties. The 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think is going to lead the pack there?
Ooh, that's a great question. You know, with the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see. Get it! You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hand.
Yeah, he wanted credit for the basket and the assist on that one.
And it's the way Ayton uses his body inside. It's what allows him to get so close to the basket.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Phoenix. Oubre, right side. It's stolen by Hernan Gomez. Russell passes to Towns. Down it goes for his 3rd basket in as many tries.
You know, for a guy with Towns' size, I mean, to have this level of body control, tell you what, it's no wonder the contact didn't bother the shot.
Oubre dishes to Ayton. Can't hit from in close.
It does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
Hernan Gomez with the ball. And it's Johnson picking him up. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And up the court come the Suns on the break. And Ayton throws it down.
And the impressive reach of Aiden. Lob it up his way, and he'll take care of the rest.
Beasley, the pass to Towns. He lobs it up, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Lobbed up there for Booker, and that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel. The Timberwolves trail. And here's Culver. Johnson, the pass to Reed. And now the Suns, a fast break. Bridges leading the charge. Poked away. Oh, he gets it to go. Wow.
It counts.
How about that shot to beat the clock? That one covered some distance.
At the end of one, a closely contested game. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Timberwolves?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
Johnson is out there with Lehman. Then it's Culver. And it's Noel in at the shooting guard position. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Timberwolves. Bridges passes to Carter. And the shot goes in. Carter's got the opening basket here in the second quarter for the Suns. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Suns.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
They also came out of the locker room with their running shoes on. I mean, their transition game has been full throttle.
Fires from 18. It's hauled in by Noel.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
Slammed home, and they call the foul. He's headed to the stripe for one more.
So good to see young players have a feel for creating for others, and Culver flashed his potential as a real playmaker.
Kaminsky is checked in for the Suns. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. Out left to the wing. Bridges kicks to Šarić. Inside, Kaminsky. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And obviously a total team player. Šarić is a guy, if his teammate is open, he's going to get the ball.
Cloak loose, and that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. From deep, Johnson. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Jerome passes to Kaminsky. Here's Carter. And foul on the... And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Bridges, no one around him. Offline with his 3. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Jerome passes to Kaminsky. Culver with the steal. Fast break, Minnesota. Here's Johnson. Here's Lehman. The second chance effort. And that's 2 points on the layup. Lehman's got the lead up to 3 now for the Timberwolves. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
Yeah, the other thing, though, is they have attacked in the open floor. They're definitely getting a lot of easy ones that way.
Yep, you know, after a scoreless first period, he's really turned it up a notch, building some momentum.
Pass to Noel. Here's Lehman. Fires from deep. Rebounded by Kaminsky. Pass to Carter. From deep three-point range, Minnesota with the rebound. 1:51 left in the first half.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Bridges dishes to Sharnich. Outside Carter with the tip. It's good on the putback. Kaminsky's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Those arms of Kaminsky go on forever, which helps them snag these second chance opportunities.
It's stolen by Carter. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Jerome. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Here's Noel, and it's blocked.
Like watching Sharage make his presence felt with blocks like these.
And taken away by Johnson. Here's Lehman. Knocks it loose. Phoenix has gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Carter for three. A putback. Great positioning on the putback. Kaminsky's got 6 points.
Boy, fighting to keep that play alive. Beautiful tip in there.
Culver kicks to Lehman. Culver passes to Reed. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Stolen by Carter. And here we go. Sharich all along.
Oh! Yes, sir.
That was incredible.
Oh, man.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard.
Tell you what, the coach's heart was in his throat, and he was in shock and awe. But now he's got a big smile on his face.
And here we go. Sharich, the fast break chance. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Booker outside. The putback. And it's in. Oh, wow. He nails the buzzer. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studios again. A tremendous start for DeAndre Ayton. He had 8 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 steal. Kenny, let's start with you. What do you think about the Suns?
Well, one place they have.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks for joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to begin.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. DeAndre Ayton with a strong contribution so far in this one.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. Setting the floor for the Suns. Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Ayton is out there with Johnson. And it's Oubre in at the 3. And the shot is good. The Phoenix lead has been cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Russell. And it's Rubio with the ball for the Phoenix Suns. Booker looking around. Jacks up a 3. It's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns. Towns has got his 5th rebound in this one. Okogie misses. Suns leading by 3. Ayton dishes to Booker, and that's going to be a travel.
Boy, in a game this snug, you can ill afford to commit those kinds of turnovers.
So it's Minnesota now. At the top of the key, Towns. And if you're just joining us, we've played over a minute here in the third. The shot off that time. Rubio with it. Beasley covering. And Ayton throws it down.
And right there, Rubio doing what he does. Seeing the floor, exploring the defense, finding the open man, and getting him the ball.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure. Oh, my goodness. Save that one. I want to see that again.
Me too. Just absolutely beautiful.
Virtually impossible to top that alley-oop.
And Rubio kicks to Booker. Rubio the pass to Booker. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Booker's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And really, Booker is as lethal as they come from deep. Can't allow him to get into a groove.
And stolen by Ayton. On the wing, Booker, covered by Beasley. Fires the 3. No good from Booker.
Nothing seems to be going down for him today.
And Beasley, here we go. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Suns leading by 6. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Well, you see the great reach as well as the relentless pursuit shown by Towns. He's simply saying, not here, not now, not in my house.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
Booker with no one around, and he's good on the 3-ball. Booker's got the lead up to 7 now for the Suns. And the rejection by Ayton.
Tremendous at anticipating when shots are going up. Ayton is outstanding at protecting the rim.
Good chance here for Booker. Gets to the corner and buries it. And now a 9-point Suns lead. Greg, one of your former teammates, John Starks, would get under a guy's skin on the court. He's like a nuisance, but really opposite off the floor, away from the game.
I tell you, Kev, John's got a heart of gold, and anybody that knows him is going to be a fan of the person. John is as good a friend as I can ever recall having.
On the wing, Booker lets it go with a 3. That's in, coming off the assist from Johnson. Booker's got 11 points.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Up their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Back to Beasley. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Oubre with the steal. He feeds it to Rubio. Ayton kicks to Booker. Ayton, the pass to Johnson. Ayton, it's good on the putback. And the Suns lead by 12. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game, how it's been going for the Suns.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
And guys, the thing that jumps out at me is their block shots. I mean, they're playing up on the shooters tightly, and then they're sending them packing. I mean, putting those shots in reverse, all in a clear, good day's work.
For Phoenix, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. And so he hits the technical free throw.
An accurate shooter from all areas of the floor. Booker has the confidence needed to dominate on offense.
Whole new look on the floor for Minnesota. A big group substitution here for Phoenix. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Ayton. Sharch comes in for Johnson. Mikal Bridges checked in for Kelly Oubre. And it's Carter in for Ricky Rubio. For 3, Bridges gets it to go from beyond the arc. Bridges has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And stolen by Booker. Carter kicks to Sharch. Back to Carter from past the arc. Rebound, Minnesota. Here's Culver. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Boy, nice play that time by Jarrett Culver. Excellent moves to draw the defenders off balance, and then the strength to finish through the contact.
ripped away. And so it's Devin Booker making highlights for Phoenix. We witnessed him delivering a series of three-pointers as he notched 3 total in the quarter. And we'll be back with you shortly. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Yeah, platinum level dime dropping there, fellas. Accurate and on time.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. We've got D'Angelo Russell. James Johnson is out there with Lehman. Then it's Culver, and it's Reed in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Timberwolves trail by 13. Russell inside, defended by Booker. Count that one.
Well, I think the more Russell looks to score from there, guys, the more dangerous he becomes.
Carter on the wing. Saric outside. Now, here's Bridges. He's tightly guarded. Booker against Russell. From 13, gets a hand on it. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Suns lead by 13.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it?
Definitely. You're not going to make plays like that unless you expend the energy.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And so Booker will bring it up for the Suns. At one point, they led by 16. Carter down low. Reed with the rebound.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Well, I tell you, Russell looking very comfortable taking on aggressive defense and getting the job done. That's good focus on his part.
Out to the right wing. Bridges with it. Carter on the wing. Culver with the steal. It's tipped. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Lehman pass to Johnson. He gets that one.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Suns leading by 7. Carter looking around, looking to get back on track here. Up again. They shoot again. Baines passes to Booker. And they convert at last on attempt number 3. 14 points for Devin Booker. The Timberwolves have gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that. Passes it to Reed. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Booker outside. Out to Carter. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Bridges dishes to Carter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The feed to Baines. And pushing it up again is Minnesota. Again in transition. Russell passes to Reed. Rebound by the Suns. They can burn some clock if they want to.
And get a little breather as well.
No good from Booker. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Aaron Baines. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. And the Suns here with a different look. Ayton, he's checked in for Aaron Baines. Johnson comes in for Saric. Oubre's checked in for Mikal Bridges. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Carter.
There you go. Relentless pursuit of the ball. I love it. He never stopped working.
Suns leading by 7. Booker inside. Russell's there. Phoenix, no good that time either. Timberwolves have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. And that one is good by Beasley.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Well, it starts with defense. They got some stops, scored some buckets after that, and now we've got ourselves a ball game.
Booker the pass to Ayton. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. That one is on Towns.
Just such strength on these finishes. When you foul Aiden, you really have to hit him to prevent the basket.
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, DeAndre Ayton.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
There must be something about playing in a hostile environment that drives him. He is really fed off that. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Ryan Saunders told his team. He told them, look, guys, we're running out of time. If we're going to make a move, it's got to be now. Are you guys ready to make a move? They all nodded, and he said, then go take it. Kevin?
A nice shot by Booker.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
Oubre kicks to Booker. The three. But they'll get another chance. Here's the three. Can't hit that one. And Minnesota will come the other way.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
Not by a long shot. It's all but official. Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Oubre on the wing. Back to Rubio. Oubre against Hernan Gomez. No good from Booker. Here's Okogie. Money!
That's exactly the kind of explosive move the team wants to see more from Okogie. He's got all the tools, for sure.
So the Suns win it. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for him, Greg. They really had to